Bible Study Guide, Day 65, Numbers 26 to 27. After a devastating plague comes upon the Israelites due to their disobedience and rebellion, God commands Moses and Eleazar the priest to take a census of all the males in Israel who are 20 years old or older. This is to determine how many men are eligible for war, and to allocate land inheritance according to their tribe. They also need updated numbers since they are about to enter the Promised Land, and the leaders verify that there are no people remaining from the first census other than Caleb and Joshua and their families. This was one of God's prerequisites for entering the Promised Land given in Numbers 14. The total number of men counted is 601,730, and this is significant because it shows that even after the plague, the Israelites are still a large nation. This also fulfills God's promise to Abraham in Genesis 15 verse 5, that his descendants will be as numerous as the stars in the sky. God tells Moses and Eleazar how to divide the land he is giving them. He says to give larger plots of land to larger tribes and smaller plots of land to smaller tribes. He also reiterates that the Levites will not be given any inheritance of the land because God himself is their inheritance. Despite the Israelites' disobedience and rebellion, God remains faithful to his promise and continues to provide and protect them. This is a reminder that even in our own lives, when we struggle with sin and face consequences, God is always faithful to us and will never abandon us. In chapter 27, we are introduced to the story of the daughters of Zelophehad, who bring a request before Moses and the leaders of Israel. Their father has passed away, and they have no brothers, so they ask for their father's inheritance to be given to them instead of it going to distant relatives. Moses brings their case before God, who confirms that women have the right to inherit land if there are no male heirs. This is significant because in most ancient cultures, inheritance was only passed down through sons. God also uses this case to make a new law regarding inheritance, stating that if a man dies with no sons, his daughters will inherit his land, and if he has no children at all, his brothers will inherit it. This ensures that the land stays within the family and follows God's command to divide the land according to tribe. In this chapter, we also see God remind Moses that he will not enter the Promised Land because of his disobedience at the waters of Meribah in Numbers 20. He warns Moses that he will die soon, but allows Moses to see the land before he passes away. Moses then asks God to appoint a new leader for Israel after his death, and God chooses Joshua, who has been faithful and obedient throughout their journey in the wilderness. Moses stands before Eleazar and lays hands on Joshua as a sign of passing on the leadership to him. This is a reminder that God has a plan for every season and transition in our lives. Even when one leader passes away or steps down, God has already prepared someone else to continue his work. We must trust in his perfect timing and follow his guidance. As we read through these chapters in Numbers, we see the importance of obedience and trust in God's promises. Despite the Israelites' mistakes, God continues to provide for them and fulfill his covenant with Abraham. We also see how God values and includes women in his plans, and how he has a plan for every season of our lives. Let us strive to obey and trust in God, knowing that he is faithful to us always. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help us spread the word. God bless you.